All right, here we are at Daytona Road Course. Here I am with Hunter Davis. Hunter, how are you?
How are you, Damon?
Hey man, I'm good. I'm good. So here we are. We're the last 10 minutes of this race here. Hour-long race. Take a look at our first course. The action started at the beginning. They did a pretty good job keeping everything where it needed to be.
I'll tell you, seeing that 19 out front, man, he has not let up ever since. Also, a very tame first corner for being a road course guys, right? Most of these guys out here are oval racers, so kind of getting their feet wet into something a little different. It was good to see everybody made it through semi-uneventful.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I'd love to come. I was going to come through and show you guys all the replays, but iRacing right now with this new update's a little funny with the replays here. We do have a couple more I was able to grab, but picking on Tom Ringer here. Up near the
Ooh,
front one. This
looked like he locked up the brakes and
yeah, he
the
went past the corner. Just missed the
blew
chicane
through
altogether.
13 to 14. Yep. Looking up to the 69 of Todd Perrott, the 27 of Brandon Hinton.
They both
Ooh,
did the
Todd
same thing.
Todd locks it up there, gets a little loose. He's able to keep it out of the wall. Good job saving that 69 car. Looks like
That
he
was
will
lap.
lose that spot to the 27.
Yeah, that was lap 21 there. So now let's go back to live action. We're on lap 24. Now there's not a lapse in this, but it is 1 hour time limit. Current time
52 minutes.
Yeah, we're at 52 minutes now, so we have 8 minutes to go. Jumping on some live action.
Looking throughout the field, leading the race right now is that number 19 car, Ben Pivot, has an absolutely commanding lead on P2 of a minute and 10 seconds. So keep in mind when we're going here to these road course races that we don't do full course cautions, right? So we'll have course section cautions if there's an incident in that course. So we have not had a single course caution so far, so nothing to stack the field back up.
Our leader, Ben Pivot. Jonathan Green, they also have to hit. They do not have enough fuel to go all the way. So.
Seems like most of the cars have cycled through their green flag pit stops. We did have a few early stops due to some wreckage. Not for sure if those guys will be green to the end, but I know our leaders will, as the 19 looks to the outside of the 68 to put him a lap down. It's like the 19 will easily clear him on the front stretch heading into turn number 10.
Jonathan Green in second place.
Yeah, Damon, we got some good looking paint schemes going through here. Looks like some of the guys have changed it up. Maybe got some new ones. Those are looking pretty good.
Now, do I see this right? Ben Pivot is a minute and 12 seconds ahead of everybody.
A minute and 12 seconds, correct. And there's also only 3 cars remaining on the lead lap. You got Ben Pivot in the lead, Jonathan Green in P2, and Brandon Hinton in P3.
Let's take a look from inside Ben Pivot's cockpit. Keep us updated on the time if you have that on your screen.
We got about a minute, or correction, 5.5 minutes of the race remaining. And look, watching from Ben Pivot's point of view, it looks like he does this easily, right? Like he doesn't seem like he has any issues. The car's under control throughout most of the corner. It looks like he's doing pretty well this race.
He definitely, man. Like I said, he's a minute and 13 seconds ahead of Jonathan Green, who must be fighting lap traffic. Jonathan Green take.
Looks like
Is
the
that
86 of
Zach Reich. Let's go.
Zach's going to give him the inside lane so he can try to catch back up to Ben Pivot. I don't know if there's going to be enough race time left to do it, but he's sure going to try.
Minute and 13 seconds. Ben Pivot's going to need to spin out or something.
Anything is possible when you're at the Daytona road course.
Here's that third place with Brandon Hinton. Brandon Hinton cockpit.
At this point in the race, you know, we're 55 minutes in. It seems like most of these guys have really found their groove and able to iron out any kinks that they had in any of these corners. I'll tell you, I've turned a few laps here in these next gens, and it is not an easy feature at all. These cars do not handle well under any sort of heavy braking, and same thing on throttle off corner. The car is just extremely loose.
Came out here during practice session, and that's what I found, man. He did that brakes, you know, all those.
It's almost kind of like adding your own built-in ABS feature, right? Pumping the brakes just to try to keep the car steadied out.
Back to our leader. About to lap somebody as well, I think.
That is the 27 of Brandon Hinton. Our third place car as they go through turns 13 and 14. Correction, that'd be turns 9 and 10. And Ben Pivot clean.
Oops, sorry. What's our time left on that?
We have 2.5 minutes remaining.
Once that goes, I think we see the white flag. Once the 2.5 minutes goes, that's the next lap the leader's on. White flag.
Correct. And Jonathan Green, our P2, is the only other car remaining on the lead lap. He's a minute and 17 seconds behind our leader, the 19 of Ben Pivot. Looks like we had a nice little battle developing between Tom Ringer and that 68 and the 69 of Todd Brant for P4 and 5. It's like Tom Ringer was able to cleanly pass by him and going to take that position away.
LSU. Sorry.
I know, we at least got to keep it in the Big Ten, right? Looking back at our leader, the 19 of Ben Pivot. And we have about 60 seconds remaining. So once this 60 seconds is up, he'll cross the start-finish line. We'll take the white flag and have 1 to go.
Pivot on second to last lap, most likely. Ooh.
How far iRacing as a sim has come since its development is pretty crazy. You know, as you watch them entering through one of the carousels. You see those brakes glowing orange. It's pretty neat to see in a sim.
Uh-oh.
That would be the 99 of Christian Clark. Looks like he carried a little bit too much speed, locked up the brakes, went off track. Looks like he was able to minimize damages. He's continuing racing back in P8.
Here's
19
our
of
leader.
Ben.
Yep, Ben Pivot. This should be the white flag once he comes across to you. Those Shaka Khans are dangerous. Yeah, they're hard. True.
I've got a little bit of practice here at in the NextGen. It's definitely not one of my better tracks, man, but the 19 is definitely making it look easy here tonight.
There you go.
Looking here at the 51 of Jonathan Green, who is our P2 sitter. About a minute and 26 seconds back from our leader of the 19. Oh, looks like we had a little bit of off track. That would be the 86 of Zach Reichel. Looks like the same thing.
Now,
It's kind of
now we're on the white flag.
looks like it's been pretty consistent of the issues we've had all night. It's kind of difficult to judge the braking zones in these things since they're so heavy and it takes a little while to get slowed down. That's been the cause of most of our issues throughout the race tonight. Got the 19 car of Ben Pivot as he comes through the last turns to take the checkered flag.
There it is. Our winner, Ben Pivot.
I think Ben said he was tired of turning right. He's going to take the oval. Looking at our results here, we got the 19 car of Ben Pivot as your race winner, the 51 of Jonathan Green, and P2, 27 of Brandon Hitton finishing third, 68 of Tom Ringer in fourth, the 69 of Todd Perrant rounding at your top five.
Oh man, that was a little condensed race we had there. I wish we could have shown more replays, but iRacing wasn't giving it to us. And but again, we're going to be starting up our new seasons, so keep in mind, everybody probably wondering why we're not broadcast. It's been doing exhibitions. We have 2 more weeks of exhibition this weekend and next weekend, and then on to the normal schedule. Infinity Sundays, Premier Truck Race on Saturdays, and we broadcast in this series when we put it back up as soon as it's done. Brand new series as well. Back to normal broadcasting at 2 weekends, and we've got a lot of new people in here. This should be interesting. It's going to be a lot of new faces and
Yeah, absolutely, Damon. If you're interested in getting out there on the track with us, head over to raceds.com. If you'd like to join the Discord, get in and talk with some of us, see how Yeah, we all race together. If you're just interested in watching, well, you got the YouTube link in the channel description.
Well, we'll see you here next Friday for the third playoff. It's next gen battle. Thank you for helping me out, and everybody, thank you for watching.
Awesome. Everybody have a good night. Good talking with you, Damon.